Here are the 18 biggest Coronation Street spoilers for next week. 1. Summer faces a terrifying police interrogation. The walls begin closing in on Summer when Lisa drags her into the police station following a disturbing revelation from Kit. As detectives pressure her for answers about Theo's death, Summer struggles to keep herself together. Every question feels like a trap, and it soon becomes clear the police think she's hiding something huge. Meanwhile, Todd desperately tries to defend her, but deep down, even he's starting to fear the worst. And then comes the real shock. George reveals he saw something important the night Theo...
2. Summer turns on George. Already emotionally shattered, Summer completely loses control when George starts questioning her story. In a moment of fury and panic, she accuses George of murdering Theo himself. But things get even worse when she overhears Nina and Asha whispering about her behind her back. Feeling isolated and judged by everyone around her, Summer begins spiraling emotionally. Gary notices her distress and offers support over tea, but even he senses something dangerous is brewing beneath the surface. George holds a deadly secret. George becomes consumed by guilt after Christina pressures him to tell the police exactly what he witnessed that night. At the same time, Christina finds herself caught lying to detectives, putting both of them under enormous pressure. George knows one sentence could destroy Summer's life forever. But if he stays silent, could...
4. Summer makes a shock escape plan. After overhearing George admitting he went to the police because her story doesn't add up, Summer completely panics. Christina's warning that the police could arrest her at any moment sends her over the edge. Terrified and desperate, Summer quietly slips away and secretly prepares to flee Weatherfield forever. But is she running from danger or from the truth? 5. Todd discovers Summer's secret plan. Todd is stunned when he catches Summer carrying a hold-all and preparing to leave. Fighting back tears, Summer admits she plans to escape to America immediately before the police arrest her for Theo's murder. Todd is left horrified as Summer insists she has no other option. But just as everything seems hopeless, Summer suddenly remembers someone who might be able to give her an alibi. Could this mystery witness see?
6. George confesses to Todd. Unable to carry the guilt any longer, George finally admits to Todd that he shared crucial information with Lisa. The devastating confession leaves Todd shaken. George fears he may have accidentally implicated Summer in murder. And Todd suddenly realizes this case is far darker than anyone imagined.
Maggie's web of lies grows. 7. At the Rovers, emotions explode after Maggie becomes trapped in yet another lie. Ben walks in to find Eva comforting a devastated Maggie, who breaks down in tears and begs for forgiveness. But trust inside the family is hanging by a thread, and one chaos erupts during a tense family lunch after police reveal Megan has been released on bail. The atmosphere instantly turns toxic. When Maggie promises to protect Will, Ben finally snaps. In front of everyone, he exposes Maggie's horrifying secret. The room falls silent, and the consequences could tear the
9 fears Megan's return. Will struggles emotionally after learning Megan is back on the streets. Confiding in Tim, he admits he feels terrified and unable to relax, knowing she's free again. Ben tries to lift everyone's spirits by planning a family holiday, but more trouble explodes when Susie lands herself in serious danger defending the family. The nightmare is
10. Bethany's support backfires horribly. After skipping his PE exam, Will is later found alone at the precinct by Bethany. Trying to help, Bethany opens up about her own painful grooming experience in hopes Will feel less isolated. But during the emotional conversation, Bethany gently touches his hand, and suddenly Will explodes with anger, accusing her of making a move on. Daniel continues struggling emotionally after the recent accusations surrounding Hope and Megan. Seeing him vulnerable, Jodie claims she recently saw Cassie and suggests Bertie desperately misses him. But later, Daniel discovers it was all a lie.
Bertie has actually been perfectly happy. Daniel feels manipulated and betrayed, yet Jodie insists she only lied to help him. Is she protecting Daniel or controlling him? 12. Daniel's nightmare intensifies when Nina discovers horrifying online posts from someone calling themselves Truth Teller. The anonymous troll accuses Daniel of knowing about Megan grooming Will and even drags up old allegations involving Summer. The vicious posts spread rapidly online. Daniel is left shaken, humiliated, and terrified. But the biggest question remains: who is behind? 13. Jodie accuses David. Convinced the troll must know Daniel personally, Jodie suddenly points the finger at David. Her shocking accusation leaves Daniel suspicious and confused. Could David really be targeting him online? Or is Jodie manipulating the situation yet again for her own twisted reasons? One thing becomes clear: someone on the street is hiding a dangerous obsession. 14. Jodie's birthday lie is exposed. Daniel tries to do something kind by taking 14 Jodie out for her birthday. Nick even surprises her with a cake at the bistro. But just as everyone sings happy birthday, Shona walks in and drops a bombshell. Jodie's birthday isn't even this month. The entire room freezes in embarrassment, and Daniel finally begins questioning everything Jodie has ever told him. 15. Sarah's confidence collapses. Following her traumatic attack, Sarah struggles badly at work. Concerned for her well-being, Fizz quietly tells Carla she believes Sarah has completely lost her confidence. Trying to help, Carla suggests Michael temporarily handle some responsibilities, but Sarah takes the suggestion. 16. Sarah hits breaking point. Things spiral further when Sarah makes a serious mistake at work. Michael attempts to protect her by covering for the error, but Sarah lashes out furiously. Carla later finds Sarah drunk in the Rovers, emotionally exhausted and clearly falling apart. It's becoming painfully obvious Sarah needs help urgently. But will she accept it before it's too late? 17. Carla makes a devastating decision. After witnessing Sarah's downward spiral, Carla finally takes action. Calling Sarah into the office, Carla informs her that Michael will now lead the new contract. She also insists Sarah takes time off immediately. Sarah is crushed. For the first time, she's forced to confront just how badly the attack has affected. 18. Roy's scary warning to Sam. Finally, something really weird happened this week, and it's got fans really worried. Sam is having a time, and Roy is walking with him down the street. Then Roy whispers something to him that gives him the chills. Trust no one. Sam is really shaken up by this warning. What does Roy know? Who is he trying to keep Sam safe from? Could there be another danger lurking in Weatherfield? The biggest shock hasn't come yet. Weak secrets will come out, relationships will fall apart, and the truth about Theo's death will get closer to being revealed. If you liked these Coronation Street spoilers, subscribe for big drama from Weatherfield, shocking twists, and next week.